Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Be Your Own Hero Show. I'm your host. I'm Sekou Wrights. I am an author. Here's a cover of my latest book. My latest, not my only, but my latest book is, come on, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Hack Your Pain Now. Hack Your Pain Now. Try it. You just might like it. If someone you know is going through something, give them this book. This is the book that I felt I needed when I was going through something. So give the book to someone who needs it. All right. Thanks to New Thought Media Network, for giving me the space and the opportunity to thrive, and to keep on doing what we're doing here. Allow me to fight. Just being able to fight the various vagaries that have to do with having a stroke, having two strokes actually, but having a stroke and being able to fight. Because if I hadn't had this show, I don't know what I would do. What I would do if I hadn't had the show. Now let me stop right here and make sure my audio is on. Let me make sure my audio is on. All right. So yeah, shout me out, folks. Shout me out in the comments. Shout me out. Let me know that you can hear me, because we're not doing what we did yesterday. We are not doing that yesterday. Doing what we did yesterday. I did the whole show without audio. I can't do that. So I think we're okay. Let's hope. All right. So where are we starting today? There we go. Where are we starting today? Well, first of all, I know exactly what my speech is today because yesterday was complete wash. So I'm going to pull everything that I thought and felt yesterday into today. All right. So anyway, I'm going to speak about money. And let's get into it. Let's do our affirmation and let's talk about it. So coming up, all right. I'm so happy and grateful to be a multi-millionaire in every area of my life. I am so happy and grateful to be a multi-millionaire in every area of my life. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Okay, so those of you that saw the show yesterday, you saw how animated I was, how energetic I was. I was talking about a lot of things now. So I'm going to try to include some of that. So first of all, I was talking about the book. Let me show you the book. Where is the book? Here's the book. So the richest man in Babylon. How come it's not showing for you guys? Okay, here we go. Click that and move that. Okay. It's still not showing. Okay, I think it's showing you guys now. I think so. Okay. The richest person in Babylon. The reason mine says person as opposed to man is because the author brought things up to make it more easier, make it easier to translate, because the book is old. It's very old, and so the book itself was like the language was very kind of stoic, right? And so this is a new book. Well, a new book, same book but different language. Anyway, I'm spending too much time on this. Anyway, this is the book, The Richest Man in Babylon. And so this is the book I was reading from, And I have so many things to tell you about this book. So what I decided to do was steal a page from Reverend Mel's book and spend some time talking about a single thing for a long time, right? So that said, she spent a lot of time talking about the master key. The master key. She had that built up for like, I don't know, 30 episodes. So I'm going to start doing that with this, The Richest Man in Babylon. All right. So my first thing is what I just said. You can buy a version that suits your mental needs, as I did, by getting a book that's in modern, it's modern language. All right. So anyway, that's it for that. I want to now talk about the book. All right. So let me make sure. Okay. P King says that I'm available. That must be hearing. You must be hearing me. All right. Okay. So here we go. The Richest Person in Babylon. All right. Now this is a good book. This is a good book because it's very short. I mean, for lots of reasons, but for one reason, it's very short. And so what you can do is just read a chapter at a time. Just a chapter at a time. Right? So anyway, this is what we got. In the beginning, there's Bonseer and Kobe. They're in chapter 1. Bonseer and Kobe. Now, they are chariot makers. Well, one of them, Bonseer, is a chariot maker. And Kobe is in trying to invoke Bonseer into letting him borrow some money, right? So like, hey man, let me borrow some money. And this is a routine that they have with each other often, where one will borrow money from the other. The other will borrow money from the other. So they do this so often. But this one time, Bonseer is stuck cold. He's stuck fast. He's just sitting there depressed, right? And why he's depressed is because he ain't got no money. He ain't got no money. Like, he wants to fulfill his request to his friend, as usual. But he's like, I keep making these chariots. I keep making them better and better. And these rich people buy them and they don't give me anything extra, right? And that's the way he's thinking. Let me see if I can find it for you. I've got the chapter broken up, but at different pieces. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to find it. All right, so I won't be able to find it. But anyway, he and Kobe get into the idea of what can I do to make things better for myself, because clearly there's got to be a way. There has to be something I can do to make myself better. So what they do by the end of the chapter 1 of the book, is they decide they're going to go ask somebody. They're going to ask, I wrote it down, Arkad. Now, the reason I'm using the names is because the names become important. Because it's a series of stories. The book is a series of short stories, but the names carry over. So chapter 1 is about Bonseer and Kobe asking the advice of Arkad, right? So chapter 2 is Arkad's story. It doesn't have anything to do with Bonseer and Kobe, but it's him talking about how he became wealthy, right? Okay, so backing up a little bit. So Bonseer and Kobe, they're frustrated with the way they're making these chariots and they're getting all this money, but they're not getting anything extra. They keep scaling them right at the edge of existence, right? So then we go to chapter 2 of the book. which is about Arkad. And he is telling his story of how he became rich. Now, pause right there. Arkad, Bonseer, and Kobe all went to school together. They all went to school together. And this is important because you might be thinking that there's some insurance involved. No, there's no insurance involved. Think about that. Think about that. They all went to school together. Arkad didn't have any advantages that Bonseer and Kobe had. Nothing. Same people. All right? That's important. Okay, so Arkad says that early in his life, he decided he wanted to learn how to become rich. He's studying. Nothing happens. He's studying, nothing happens. Studying, nothing happens. Ultimately, he takes another book, he takes another job making books because he's got finding something here. He doesn't find anything. But one time, this female, I had a note. Well, anyway, she comes in and she's very hurried. She wants her stuff that next day. And he's like, yeah, all right, whatever. And so he does a little something, but just a little bit. And she comes in the next day expecting her full package, and she's hot. She's hot. He's like, wow. And as she's noticing her speech, it's also known that her body has all these things, these bracelets, these rings, and all these things speak to having money. And he says, So he says, all right, listen, lady, I'll make a deal with you. I will have this done for you tomorrow if you tell me the secret of your wealth. And the lady was like, what? Okay. All right, I'm with you. So she comes in the next day, all early, like, what's going to happen, right? But he stayed up all night. His back was tired, didn't get much sleep. He got it done. And so she got her papers, right? And then the next thing that happens is he's ready for his payment. And so this is what she says. I'm going to read this from the book. Then she looked at me shrewdly from under her gray. I'm gonna start over. Then she looked at me shrewdly from under her gray eyebrows and said in a low, forceful tone, I found the road to wealth when I decided that a part of all I earned was mine to keep. That's it. She said, what? I did all this extra work for that? And she's like, listen now. Stay with me. Let me tell it to you again. I found the road to wealth when I decided that a part of all I earned was mine to keep. Right? Now, so what he explained from her, she explained for him is pay yourself first. Pay yourself first. So here it is in another way. Let me ask you this. If you kept for yourself 1/10 of how much you earn, how much would you have in 10 years? And he's like, well, 1/10, I would have as much as I would have in 1 year, right? And so that's very important. So if you saved 1/10 of your earnings for a year, at the end of the year, you would have a year's earnings set aside, right? Okay, so that's the essential part of it. Like, you must set your money aside. And once the guy got it, Arkad got it, He was like, man, when she left, he was like, man, I don't know. But what he thought is he hadn't tried it yet. He'd been reading and reading and reading and reading and studying, trying to find something magical. And he didn't find it. He said, well, I might as well try it. Right? And so what he did was he started putting aside a tenth. So let's just, for easy math for us, let's just make it 10%. 10%. So he put away 10% out of his wares of still working at the book station. Book station? Or the book place, right? So he's still working there, but he's putting aside 10%, 10%, 10%, 10%, 10%. And so it's not until a year later that she comes to check on him. And she checks on him and said, well, what'd you learn? What did you learn? And he learned quite a bit. So anyway, let me read you this quote. Let me read this quote. Hold on. Okay. A part of all I earn is mine to keep. A part of all I earn is mine to keep. I'm going to say it one more time. A part of all I earn is mine to keep. Say it in the morning, when you wake up, say it at noon, say it at night, say it at each hour of every day. Say it to yourself until the words stand out like letters written in fire across the sky. Because you've got to convince yourself of the idea. You're used to spending money for everything else, but you're not used to spending money on yourself. You've got to pay yourself. You've got to pay yourself. Now, I'm gonna tell you, I'm one of those people that did not believe it. I did not believe it because I thought that I needed more money to be able to invest it. More money to be able to invest it, right? And so the idea of setting aside $1 when all you got is $10, that just did not compute. That did not compute. But I'm telling you though, when you set aside $1 and all you got left is $9, you find a way to do whatever it is you wanted out of the $9, as long as you put that $1 away quickly and easily at the beginning. At the beginning now, don't wait till the end until you got $5 left and you're trying to save that one. No, it has to be at the very beginning. At the very beginning, the second it hits your account. The second it hits your account, you've got to transfer that money out. Transfer that money out. And then you can see how, well, you won't see it initially. Initially, you're just gonna be putting aside $1, and it's just going to be a little, you're going to notice, I'll say this, you're going to notice that you can still get everything done that you would have done with that extra $1. Yeah, you'll find that out quickly. And then you're going to keep doing it. Hopefully you put it in the automated system. And then you keep doing it. And then all of a sudden you realize, hey now, next time you look, you got a decent amount of money. If you've been doing it for a year, you've got 10% of your whole year's income. And that's some weight to it. So I'll talk to you later about what Arcot did with his money and how he spent his money and what he learned, the important lesson he learned. But the important thing is this. Let me read it to you again. A part of all I earn is mine to keep. A part of all I earn is mine to keep. Pay yourself first. Pay yourself first. No matter how small the amount is, no matter who's giving you the money, no matter if it's a friend giving you money for dinner, right? We tend to categorize things differently. Paycheck money different than someone giving us money. No, all money is the same. You take 10% and you set it aside. You set aside. You pay yourself first. All right. All right. Thank you, Naomi. Fundamental truth that so many people do not embrace. Ashe. Ashe. You've got to embrace it. You've got to embrace it. And even when you embrace it, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard because it's hard to think that way because that's not the way we were taught. It's not the way we were brought up. So we've got to think like that. Yeah, we got to think like that. All right. So I think you guys got that message at that time. When we talking about the richest man in Babylon, I was stuttered because mine says the richest person in Babylon because I'm using a more modern version. All right. All right. Hold on. Fee King, my fiance. All right, it's saying, what's she saying? I received a $20 tip, and I'm reminded to set aside 10%. Thank you, my cool. Yeah. So $20. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get my math right. $20. Yeah, so 10. $1 and $2. Yeah, so $2. Take it out. Take it out. Even with a $20 tip, take it out. Take it out. Take it out. Take it out. Let's take it out. Let's take it out. Because you got to get fiery about it. And if you take that $2 off, that $2 out of that $20 tip, put it aside to the same place. To the same place. Now that's something else I need to discuss. I'll make this brief. Well, you have to have some place to put your money electronically. You got to have it set up. So I know Fee King has a broker set up. Hold please. Hold please. What's the name of her brokerage? Hold on. Robinhood. So if you got your phone, you've got Robinhood, you've got Ameritrade, you've got Cash App, you've got Charles Schwab, you've got Webull, you've got all these different options, right? All these different options. But you want to have it set up. Get it set up once and just have it set up. And so as soon as you get your money in, you got to transfer it. So I mention this because Fee King just got $20 in cash. She's got to break that money and set aside that $2. She's got to break that money and set aside $2, and then hopefully transfer it into electronic means and add it to the Robinhood. Have everything go to the same place. Have everything go to the same place. Have everything go to the same place. Ashe. All right. Hey, Nan. Thanks for coming in late. Thanks for coming in. All right. Oh, great. $20. Okay, so Fee King is saying she already broke it. Right? Yes. Look at this. Look, Beyonce is doing it. She just broke it, adding it to Robinhood along with $1 from my coffee purchase. Yes. So that's another thing. Very briefly, I've been challenging Fee King and you, whoever wants to be involved, is try it with coffee. Because most of you, I'm including myself, have been drinking coffee every day, right? So what you do is you just add $1 to the price of your coffee. Your coffee is $3. Your coffee is now $4. Your coffee is $5, now it's $6. Your coffee is $12, now it's $13, right? But build in that extra $1. Now, what you do is you transfer, you buy. See, I'm having trouble because of the different ways I speak about it. But basically, you want to spend $1 into your brokerage, into your Robinhood, like, or wherever else you have is at your place to spend it. You want to spend that money there. So basically, you got your money, right? You spend your $3, and then while you're waiting for them to fix it, you do it right there. Right there, you spend $1 over to the the account, the Robinhood account, right? So I hope that makes sense. What I'm saying is, you add $1 in the cost of your coffee. That extra $1 you spend by spending that money into the account, into the Robinhood account, whichever account you want to use, immediately. And that's the easiest way you can do it. That is the easiest way you can do it, by adding $1 to your Starbucks fix, because you're already fixed. You're already fixed into getting the coffee every day. And if you sign up for your money being transferred before you leave the restaurant, you'll be hooked. All right. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Fee, for spelling it out. Transfer $1 to whatever your brokerage account is. Yes, transfer $1 to whatever your brokerage account is. Okay, now let me see if I got enough time to get in some hero news. Let's see. Oh, yes, I didn't do my run report. Do I have time? No, I don't really have time to do a run report, but go check out the run report. It was a funny one. And look, I want to show you this photo. This is from the marathon. I haven't been talking about the marathon. I haven't been talking much about my engagement. I got to do better with both those things. So this is me in Brooklyn showing my shirt off to some stranger. Some guy was like, he was looking. I saw him looking. He's like, and I was like, hey man, take a picture. And this was me explaining to him what was going on. And I was trying to decide if I have enough time to say everything. No, I don't. Well, I will explain why I'm wearing the medal. I'm wearing the medal again. I will explain that. You know what? I'm just going to go over time. Because this is going to take too long. So anyway, I filmed this guy. Steve King was quick with her hands. I didn't remember this interaction until I saw the photo. But yeah, I remember him now. He was like, oh, he took the photo, and he got other people involved, and other people took photos, and I thought it was great. And given that energy, I figured, yeah, I'm going to make it to the end. I'm going to make it towards getting a Guinness World Records. And so the fact that I didn't make getting a Guinness World Record, it's interesting because I feel like everything happened the way it was supposed to happen, right? And so I'm wondering what this is for. This Guinness Book of World Records, what is it for? So I invite you to drop it in the chat. Let me know what you think about it. Because yeah, there's some good energy, as you can see right here. This is great energy. All right. So anyway, this is what I wanted to say. I decided that I'm wearing the medal every day. I'm wearing this medal every day, and I will explain why next show. I gotta tell you why, because it's good. All right, right now is the time for me to go. So I am hopeful that you got something out of it. Because that was good. And let me read it for you one more time before I go. A part of all I earn is mine to keep. Keep that forward in your mind. All right? And remember, that now is better than perfect. Now is better than perfect. All right. I'll see you later.